Good morning. I'm Gerard Mongelli. I'm a volunteer and also a member of the foundation. I also help the foundation while I'm here. I was asked to do this, and it was kind of funny at first, but you know, it's a good thing. I was 18 years old, and I landed in a place called Phuket, Republic of Vietnam, in 1971. And I had the honor, as an aircraft structural repair technician, I worked on multiple airplanes while I was there, one of which is the one behind me, the C-7A Caribou. I called it my first girlfriend because it was actually the first aircraft I worked on when I was at Phuket. There were others that I worked on while I was there as well. The F-4C and D models, the C-7A Caribous, EC-47s, the same as the C-47, helicopters like the HH-43. We were 101 sheet metal guys, basically, inside that shop. We were on call all the time, 12-hour shifts, 6.5 days a week, as we used to say. Basically 6 days a week. What stands out most, I think, to me is the camaraderie. We all understood our mission. We took care of each other as best we could. There were some times there that was pretty rough, of course. I won't go into any detail. But it was the brotherhood that we had amongst all of us. Not just the structural repair guys like myself, but the crew chiefs, the guys who work hydraulic shop, engine shop, the maintainers as a whole. There was a teamwork and a brotherhood that we all had. We knew we had a job to do, and we made sure that we can do that job to give that pilot the best possible aircraft, or we call it weapon system. And so we knew it was important to do our job correctly to give them that best airplane. I started volunteering for the museum actually in 2017. At the end of my military career in aircraft maintenance side, strictly maintenance, one of the privileges and honors I had was being hand-selected to work on presidential aircraft. Two of them are here at the Air Force Museum, what we call SAM 26000. Most people know it as Kennedy's aircraft. And also the C-140, 2492. They were the last two aircraft that I worked on before I moved to a command position. So when I got stationed here in '91, I used to sneak over to the other side of the base when I could and go into the other hangar and go see the presidential birds that I worked on and talk to some of the volunteers. When they moved them over here in 2017, 16 timeframe, I decided to go ahead and volunteer because a lot of guys had asked me, come on over, let's talk about this airplane, and since I had the background and knowledge of it. So I started, again, as I said, in April of 2017. What I noticed was how important the foundation was to that move. They've helped put the money together, to build that new hangar. They put exhibits in for us to show the heritage of the United States Air Force and the men and women today that are in the United States Air Force. And I said to myself, let me see if I can also volunteer to help the foundation too. Again, trying to bring more to than just an everyday volunteer. Let me see if I can do a little bit extra. And that's how I started with the foundation about a year later. 2020 actually is when I started volunteering. Then they asked me to come on board in 2020 to do part-time work for them. The foundation is extremely important to the United States Air Force Museum, in my humble opinion. It's how we get new exhibits. It's how we are going to build new buildings. We're going to modify things like the missile gallery down the line, is what I'm being told. There are many members of the foundation here who have the same drive to show to show the world how great this museum is. It's important that you remember that when you come out here, there's a lot of history here. You can learn from us as we learn from you, because there are a lot of visitors that we get that were SR-71 pilot come in about a month ago, and I sat there and took notes, basically, learned. There's a lot here. And the foundation and the museum together are trying to support not only the public to show them our heritage, but I think also we volunteers and the foundation staff are here to make sure you have a good time while you're here. So come on out. Come see all the volunteers. Don't be afraid to ask us a question. And I'll be honest with you, if I don't have the answer, I'll tell you I don't know. But have a great day, and thank you for coming out to the National Museum of the United States Air Force.